Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and I was just sitting here chilling, and I saw this tier list right here come across my desk. Now, I decided I wanted to do a video on this for a couple of reasons. Number one, your boy actually is in sort of like a, how do I describe this? I mean, you guys know I record a lot of videos and stuff, right? But like right now I'm sort of in like a period of like, I would almost call it like writer's block. Like I feel like that's the proper like term, like, you know, just like sort of going to record and just not really, don't really have it, right? No inspiration or whatever you want to say. I mean, if new Dokkan stuff was dropping, sure, but like, you know, even Physical Vegito Blue is something that came out months ago on Global, right? He's not brand new, right? So I'm just sort of like in a period of waiting here, sort of like writer's block. I would not say I'm burnt out on Dokkan either. That's definitely not the case. It is weird that I'm not, like, I play Dokkan like hours pretty much every single day. Like, it's, I don't know. Okay, this video's getting weird. Anyway, so I saw this tier list, and I figured, okay, wait, I could make a video talking about a lot of this stuff. And like, I even tweeted the guy, like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make this a video, because it's gonna be very interesting. So shoutouts to Rada Madi Cards. Now, number one, looking at it, I'm not the biggest fan of this tier list, but it is very important to mention that, like, again, I've talked about this before, but like, if you make a tier list, like, 99% of people are not going to agree with you. Like, it's just something that's just very subjective, right? Like, no one, like, someone could, like, love all of my opinions and agree with most of the stuff I say, but, like, if I put out a tier list, there's going to be something that they could poke holes in, right? Like, for everyone, it's going to be like that, so you do need to understand that, right? You know, and by making these, you definitely do open yourself up to, I guess, a certain level of criticism, right? But I do want to mainly do a video on this because this is just going to be an easy way for me to just suck off Cooler and Gohan and Goten and trash STR Blue Kaioken Goku. You know, some of the things I've been doing a lot, I could just sort of double down on that. So we're just going to sort of jump in here. So, I don't really, I feel like a lot of the units on the list, I just don't really have too many, like, thoughts on. Actually, let's read his whole sort of thing right here. Okay. So it's a list based solely on his personal tastes. Please don't be offended. It's just a tier list. Yes. Okay. So yes, that definitely do not attack this guy or anything like that. Like, yeah, it's tier list, right? We know how it is. Only rank the characters that are currently playable on the global version. Okay, that's actually a big deal because I was expecting Beerus to be low on here, but Beerus is not going to be. Okay, so no Beerus, no Gotenks, no Super Buu. And no Blue Gogeta and Blue Vegito. So those, those 5 characters, are not on global right now. Now, that is a big deal because, you know, easily, Gogeta and Vegito are tied as the #1 unit in the game, and they would get their own tier in any tier list. Like, if I was doing a tier list right now, I would have Gogeta and Vegito in tier 1. I'd have Kale and Khalifa and Gohan and Goten in tier 2, and then the rest of the units in the game would be like tier 3 and below. That's probably the way I would make a tier list. Although, keep in mind that this is just DOKKANFEST exclusive characters, right? So this is not, Kale and Khalifa are not eligible for this list. Now, I could look at, like just looking at the top, and it's like, dude, like... I see certain things popping out, and like my eyes are bulging out of my skull. Let's look at the bottom, right? So, I mean, I strongly okay, I need to pull up Super Buu just to make this point. I mean, Super Buu is not good, but like he's not bad, like because he's got 80% attack and defense at the start of turn, and he lowers attack. So like he can help, like he can actually contribute, right? Like you know, he's not super weak to where he's getting like skulled, crushed in like Super Battle Road or something like that, but he's not the greatest either. He does have a couple of healing links. He does have Fear and Faith. No shocking speed does hurt him. He's on a couple of teams, but then I mean, I don't know, for this tier list, are we gonna count leader skills? I presume no. Like leader skills like are not really a big factor here, because I mean, if that was the case, Super Boost still has an amazing leader skill. I mean, we know how good Transformation Boost is, right? Like, I don't really need to go into it, but this is easily one of the best rosters of any category in the game, right? What is this? Oh, yeah, we're going to get to that in a second. So I just see no way you can get Boo anywhere near Super Saiyan 3 Broly. Like, Super Saiyan 3 Broly hits way harder than Boo. But, like, Super Saiyan 3 Broly will take 100k from normal attacks and stuff like that. So, like, it's just... I don't know. Super Saiyan 3 Broly is just like, even his leader skill is fodder. You know, he's barely on any category teams. What is he on? Super Saiyan 3 and Pure Saiyans? Is that it? I think that's it, right? Let me see. Yeah, just Super Saiyan 3 and Pure Saiyan. So, like, you can't use them very, like, in a lot of places. You know, Super Buu is at least on several teams, right? And, you know, like him, this Buu on Majin Power is not horrible. Like, if you guys, you know, like, I did a video, with the Majin Power category team, and, you know, this Majin Buu Ultimate Gohan was pretty good on there. I think it was, I can't remember where it was. It was Infinite Dragon Ball History, I think. I think. But, like, this guy's pretty good. Like, he's solid. It's just the issue is that this Ultimate Gohan Buu takes it's 5 turns. It's insane. Like, this should be like a turn 3 transformation, bare minimum. But, I mean, honestly, he should just, like, you know, even if he started out as this Buu, he would still just be, like, solid, right? Like, he'd be okay. Like, it's not, like, godly good or anything like that. And again, a lot of the rest of these I just don't really care to comment on. Otherwise, this is going to be a 70-minute video, right? I mean, I'll tell you this for free. This Gohan is no way in shape and form should be anywhere near down here. He is way better than that. I mean, you know, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta has so much value in difficult modes. You know, a lot of people, I'm curious, does this guy overrate the Legendary Goku event? No, because if he did, Gohan would be in the top tier, for sure. Because Gohan is probably the second best unit in the game for the Goku event, I would think. So, okay, interesting. But, I mean, this guy, you know, you're great. You are good everywhere except for, like, the Goku event, because it's just so long that his passive wears out. I mean, Tech Beerus is, like, this is, like, slander for Beerus. Garesh, the homie, I believe it was the homie Garesh. I think so. Yeah. The homie Garesh hit me up recently and told me to do a video with STR Whis using him with Tech Beerus. And I think I agreed with Garesh that I was going to save it until Beerus was about to come to Global. But, like, you know, don't, listen, you know, Tech Beerus, he can be a bit of an issue for him sometimes. You know, maybe some of his teams are a bit wonky and stuff like that, but dude, he's on a lot of category teams. But I'm telling y'all right now, like, he's not as good as Physical Beerus, the DOKKANFEST that just came out. But, like, when that STR Whis came out, this guy got twice as good. Well, I don't know if I want to say twice as good, but this guy got really good. Really good. So, like, you know, I maybe I should do that video sooner than when Beerus comes out. We'll see. Maybe Beerus comes in June to Global. But if he's coming to August, maybe I should do that video a little sooner. Plus, I already talked about it, so I don't know. Maybe I should do it. But yeah, I mean, Beerus, no, he's, like, way up here. Again, most of the, what? Oh, he's trolling. Okay. He baited me. Okay. Okay. He baited me. Okay, this is bait. This whole tier list is bait. I'm gonna continue the video, but with Geneva right there, this is bait. Okay. I swear I did not notice Geneva. If I had noticed Geneva in that spot, I probably would not have made this tweet. I probably would have just, like, rolled my eyes and kept going. I'm pretty sure this is just bait. Because I don't really see any justification whatsoever for Geneva not being in, like, the highest tier. I mean, yeah, he's on a limited amount of teams. But we've already established that's not what this guy is basing things off of, because Buu is on a good number of teams, and he's in the bottom category, right? By the way, one thing I will say is I do sort of like the way he made these tiers, like, you know, like Super Saiyan, Kaioken, stuff like that. I don't know. I like it. It's fine. I mean, Geneva can hit a 3 million attack stat. You know, he doesn't really take damage anywhere. I mean, Extreme Super Battle Road, he gets hit pretty hard, but, I mean, that's just because his guard ability is not as effective in Extreme Super Battle Road, because you already have... you have type advantage anyway in Extreme Super Battle Roads. That's one reason Geneva's not as effective in there. But, like, everywhere else in the game, he's incredible. Like, there's just no, and I mean, like, yeah, his leader skill sucks, but, like, who that doesn't matter. Like, his links, dude, like, Geneva, like, one of the reasons, like, Geneva and Gogeta as a dual Dokkanfest works so well is their link sets. Like, Geneva has, like, the best villain link set in the game, I think. I don't know if I would say there's enough, maybe like AG. Let me take a look at AGL Rose. If he has a better villain link set, I don't think. I think it's. I definitely think it's What's his name that we just looked at though? Let me see. This is pretty good. But Dismal Future. I mean, Brutal Beatdown is better than Dismal Future. Basically, that's like one of the big differences right there. And like Super Saiyan is good. For sure that's gonna help him a lot. Realm of Gods, Patara, Future. These teams with a lot of whatchamacallit, teams with a lot of Saiyans on it. But I would probably give it to Geneva as the best, villain link set in the game. Maybe there's someone I'm not thinking of, but it's probably Geneva. Like, imagine, here's the thing, right? Imagine LR in Cell, but he has Geneva's link set. LR in Cell then just becomes a lot freaking better. Is what happens there. Like, that's the way it goes. So okay, yeah, again, this has to be bait. There's no conceivable way with Geneva right there. There's just no way. And like, yeah, this tech Cell, like, he's amazing. He heals. He does tons of damage. He's great. I mean, this Broly is, yeah, this is definitely not based off the Legendary Goku event because this guy's an infinite stacker. Like, Omega, are you kidding me? Okay. I guess, let's see, like, okay. If you were a JP player, you would never, ever, ever, ever slander this guy right here. The reason you would not do that is because he is maybe a top 2 unit in Extreme Super Battle Road. You run him as your friend lead, and then, I mean, it depends on who you've got, right? Like, STR Hit, I think, is probably the best leader for your Extreme STR, Extreme Super Battle Road team. But bringing friend Omega is what you want to do, and then you have an Omega on each rotation, and the enemy's attack is lowered by 40% every single turn. I no-itemed Extreme STR Super Battle Road, the Extreme Super Battle version, in one try with a double Omega. It took me one try. Obviously, STR Cooler being on there has a large factor as well. But, like, you would just never slander this guy. Just like how, even if it's only one stage in the game, how much he trivializes it's just like, there's no way. Like he's very good. I'm spending way too much time at the bottom of this list, but I mean, I guess I've got a lot to say after all. Like Tech Gotenks, Jiren I feel like is probably a little bit better than this, but it's not a big deal. Yeah, not a big deal. Again, you got to be way higher. You're fine there. I mean, I feel like this is sort of slander for Full Power Frieza as well. Honestly, I mean, Vegeta, he attacks, he tanks. What more do you want? He's got a great link set. Like, I don't know. Like, oh, okay, wait. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I that was rude. It's okay. It's global. It's global. Because for a split second, I saw this Trunks right here, and like it's like I couldn't help but laugh because like this Trunks is insane. But like it's his EZA is only on JP, right? So forgive me. Both the Vegeta and the Trunks. Wait, did I say Vegeta? It's Trunks. Trunks. This Trunks is insane. Like, he's so crazy. But again, he is only currently on JP. And, we did already establish that this list is based solely on characters on Global, right? So, both of these two do not have their EZAs. I think cool. Dude, these guys, like, are better than where they are ranked for sure. Like, Cell. It's hard, though. What? Tech Golden Frieza. What? What would make you have him that low? I guess if Geneva's being ridiculously underrated, he has 80% damage reduction, man. Like, huh? Okay. 17. I mean, I don't, dude. So we're saying Int Goku Black is better than Geneva, is what we're saying. No. You're saying Angel Golden Frieza is better than Geneva. No. No. All right, we're just going to move on. Super Saiyan God level, okay. A bunch of these units probably are similar. This guy might be too high, not a big deal. Buhan is probably too high, not a big deal. Okay, now remember, for this guy right here, he is much better on Global. He's crazy on Global. So if you're doing a tier list, honestly, the Global version of this guy, I feel like you could push him up into the Super Saiyan Blue tier at least, for sure. Rose, this guy still hits over 3 million with like an 80k defensive stat, so he might be a bit low. Tech hit? You're saying hit is better than Geneva and Tech Golden Frieza and STR Omega and Tech Beerus? Nah. I'm not really too... their placement seems fine. I feel like Future Gohan probably should be higher. Future Gohan is good. Future Gohan, like, you know, I almost started like a slander campaign against Android 13. I've definitely been way too harsh on Android 13, right? I've never called him bad. I've always just said he's mid and stuff like that. I've created like a slander campaign for 13. I apologize for that. But like, you know, like him and Future Gohan, they're both super good. They're not cooler, but they're built the same way Cooler is. Future Gohan, Android 13 Cooler, like, they're super good. Alright, so then we go up to the Super Saiyan Blue tier. Blue Gogeta, sure. Metal Cooler is too high, I think. I think Metal Cooler is too high. Int Kid Goku might be too high, but he is still really good. Dragon Ball Super Broly. Physical Vegito Blue. Now, I'm going to tell y'all right now, let's just compare Physical Vegito Blue to who's directly in front of him. Like, directly above him. I don't... Blue Kaioken Goku, I don't know. I mean, I gotta, like, try and max him out again. I mean, I'm tempted to say that Blue Kaioken Goku, like flat out sucks. Like, I'm sorry. Like, if you're not doing the Spirit Bomb, he's, like, borderline fodder, it feels like to me. Like, I don't know. He's okay. Like, he's okay. He's okay. You know, on the Tournament of Power team, he's obviously going to be really good. Like, his link set's going to help out a lot. He's got Tournament of Power. I feel like this is a unit that UI Goku doesn't have Warrior Gods. UI Goku does have Godly Power, though. I feel like this Goku right here is going to be better once we get, like, Vegeta and Goku, you know, that are, like, the Evolution Blue Vegeta and Kaioken times 20 Goku dual unit, which is definitely going to happen. You know, we get, like, standalone Evolution Blue Vegeta. We get, like, standalone UI Goku. Like, when those units come out, there's not a Blue Vegeta from the Tournament of Power either. Like, there's only the one that transforms into Evolution Blue. So, like, we can almost get, like, another Blue Vegeta from the Tournament of Power, right? Like, when a lot more of those units come out, I feel like this guy will probably be better. But, like, this is one of those things where, like, people, like, in your head, you think of the Spirit Bomb, which is the single strongest attack in the game. Like, it's like, no... like, it's actually unmatchable. Even, like, the Blue Fusions completely maxed out Vegito and Gogeta can't really match what the Spirit Bomb does, right? Like, the Spirit Bomb is just on a different level entirely. But it's very heavily gated. Very. And one of the reasons is because Representatives Universe 7 is very weak. So that's why, like, again, when Evolution Blue Vegeta and all these characters come out, we're going to get more options to be able to use the Spirit Bomb easier. Plus, it's going to be units that are going to link great with this guy. But, like, I've never found this guy to be, like, insane. It's just, like, you think of the Spirit Bomb, he's, like, one-shot. He's able to, like, one-shot, like, anything. Like, you know, you can go into category Super Battle Road with him, and you could just chain the Spirit Bomb every single fight, which is amazing. You know, he has his uses. He's not bad. But there's no way in hell am I putting him above Vegito Blue, Bardock, Cooler, half of the units on this list. No way. Like, you know, at first, when he came out on JP, I was thinking he might be in the same tier, because it personally, like, not counting LRs, right? I kind of have, like, Cooler, Bardock, and then Beerus, who's not here because he's not out on Global, in sort of like a tier by themselves. But, like, I'm usually not talking about easy A's when talking about that, because Physical Vegito Blue is definitely in that level as well. But I don't know. I just completely, like this Kaioken Goku's not as good as them. He is really fun, and he does have a nice gimmick. I'm not mad they released him or made him, because, like, I do like super gimmicky cards like that. Like, he's not just, like, a generic unit, right? Like, because of the way they built Cooler, and then they did Future... Well, no, they did Future Gohan, then they did Cooler. And then when Android 13 came out, he felt very cookie-cutter to me because of that. Because he's exactly the same thing as Cooler and Gohan, except not as good. A worse version. So, like, you know, that's the thing. Like, Blue Kaioken Goku... like, there's units with similarities to him, but, like, he's cool. Like I like sort of what they did with the Spirit Bomb, the greatly stacking. His leader skill's really good, right? But, like, there's just no, like, no, you're disrespecting the game by putting him up there. I'm sorry. The Zamasus are really good. I mean, they're a little bit glass cannony, but like I think it's okay. Like they have a great link set. They can heal. Well, this guy can heal. Your leader skill is amazing. This guy is really good for Realm of Gods. Like I don't know. I like them both. Trunks, of course. You know, this is like where he should be. Yep. I mean, this is disrespectful. Gohan and Goten are the best Dokkanfest exclusive on global. Like period. The only Dokkan Festival exclusives I consider better than Gohan and Goten are Blue Gogeta and Blue Vegito. That's it. I mean, I think Cooler, you know, you maybe could make the case that Cooler could maybe be creeping up on them a bit because he's just so useful everywhere. And then maybe Physical Vegito Blue is just so powerful you can make the case for him as well. But I don't know. Nah. Like, it's they need to be one. Like, they need a tier by themselves in this list. Namek Goku, like, no. Like, Namek Goku, I don't want to be too hard on Namek Goku. I feel like I've sort of, like, talked as though he's bad, and he's not. But he doesn't defend as well as the original intention for his Super Saiyan form was. If they had made him just with his guard ability guaranteed, like, he would be what everyone thinks he is. If his guard ability was guaranteed. And Super Saiyan, right? He is very strong. You know, he does stack defense, which is nice. But then, this sucks. Like, because, like, the only place you're going to use this is, like, the Legendary Goku event. And then, like, you know, Goku is going to be dodging it, and you're barely going to be hurting him and stuff like that. See, like, Rose has a very similar one. But, like, Rose gets extra ki per orb, and he's super effective against all types and stuff like that. So, like, he's set up a little bit better than this Goku is. This Rage mode is, like, stupid. Honestly, they should have made it to where as soon as you go Super Saiyan, you can use the Rage mode at any point in the fight. That's the way it should have been. So, like, you could use it right away if you want to, but you could save it if you want to. That's what they should have done. As soon as he goes Super Saiyan, you get your one turn of this whenever you want. That's the way he should have been built. You give him that, and then you also give him guaranteed guard in Super Saiyan form, and then that would fix my issues with him. Honestly, I still think his base form is one of the better, like, non-transformed, like one of these types of characters in the game. Like, this guy's great. Like, this guy doesn't need to be changed. And, like, Prepared for Battle and Shocking Speed, yeah, I can't forget about that. Like, that's, units that have that is so strong. Prepared for Battle plus Shocking Speed. And, like, he really needed it, too, for the Planet Namek Saga team. Because, you know, you have these Friezas on here and, you know, some of these Vegetas and stuff like that. By the way, can we get the Vegeta that dies against Final Form Frieza, please? Like, we kind of need him. I'm just saying, you know, just get him in the game, please. Piccolo, I think, personally, is probably the single most difficult unit in the game for me to evaluate. Because when he transforms, he is the, like, best defensive unit in the game, right? Like, but, like, it's not easy to do. It's very limited. It's very hard. Even when he doesn't transform, though, I've personally, like, sort of started to think that the ability to see where super attacks are is probably the strongest ability in the game. You know, well, I mean, not counting, like, the Spirit Bomb, right? But, like, you guys get what I'm saying. Like, no, like, other units are gonna have, like, the Spirit Bomb like that, right? Like, that sort of, like attack, like, the way it's built, probably. Like, or, well, some might in the future, but you guys get what I'm saying. Whereas, like, the ability to see super attacks, like, that's an ability they'll give a lot of future units, right? So, like, that, it's just so crazy. And he does stack, and he has reasonable attack and defense. Like, Piccolo is good. Gohan, you know, I don't, Gohan is definitely, like, he's up here for sure. I am open to the idea of putting him above Super Saiyan 4 Goku, LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku now, because Gohan being on the most categories in the game, being as good as he is everywhere, it just helps. And, like, again, he has, like, 8 more category teams than LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku or something like that. Like, let's take a look, what the actual number is. But, like, I feel like that matters. It really does. So he has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And Super Saiyan 4 Goku has got 4. So Gohan has 7 more category teams. I mean, I just that alone, I am probably willing to give the title to Gohan above LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I mean, because like, what future categories is LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku gonna get? Like, I don't even know. Like, Gohan is just, like, he's just everywhere. Like, so, I don't know. But, like, you know, I found that, like, in a lot of, like, normal events, like Dokkan events and stuff like that, like, just using the units, Goku is more powerful. Super Battle Road, Goku is more powerful. But, you know, obviously, like, Legendary Goku event, Gohan is superior. I feel like Easy A, Goku is superior as well. So, you know, there's some back and forth. Gohan, as time has gone on, I do actually really like Gohan's design. I think all they needed to do is that when Android 16 is on the team, you could transform with him at any time. I think that's what we need. So, like, right now, you could use it when HP is 58% or less with 16 on the team. If you change that, and then, okay, so change that to 16 on the team, he could transform anytime you want. Then, make the int Android 16 AGL. You do those two things, and I feel like this Gohan is, you know, close to what we wanted as the best unit in the game, actually. But, you know, it's just, it is pretty hard to get his Super Saiyan 2 form, unfortunately. You know, it just sucks. I don't know. I feel like I'm about to finish up. I mean, Cell, we know how good he is. Cool. I mean, come on. You're going to tell me Metal Cooler is better than SCR Cooler? Like, no. Like, this list, you know, the list has to be a troll. Like, that you have never used Cooler if you're going to put him above, like, Kid Goku or the Zamasus or something, or Namek Goku. Like, you just never used Cooler, period. Like, for sure. Absolutely. Right? Like, there's no way. I'm sorry. No. 13, again, I've hated on him very hard, but he is good. He is very good. These two, they're fine. You know, you have to build a team around them, but, like, I'm not holding that against Gohan and Goten, so I'm not going to hold it against them either. And then Bardock is great. You know, stacks defense, Super Saiyan transformation, does so much. So there we go. There was this tier list. I mean, this was fun. See, like, even if I'm quite certain this is a troll because of Geneva, you know, this still definitely did stimulate a lot of discussion out of me because we're closing in on 30 minutes, and I could keep going for another 20 minutes for certain things here, right? Like, you know, if listen, if you want, I could keep going about why Metal Cooler is way too high. You know, I could keep going about why Tech Golden Frieza, like, this is a slap in the face that he's down there. I mean, Geneva, I feel like I talked about Geneva for like 10 minutes, like when I saw that. But again, shout out to this guy, Rada Maddie. I'm sorry. One thing you all have to forgive me with too is I do really suck bad. I suck bad with names. Like, unless you pronounce it to me like 15 times in a row, I can't get it. Like, I just suck at that. So you have to forgive me there. But shout out to him for making this. It was a good list. It was fun. It was a fun video. And I'll catch you guys next time.